Sir, we've lost all contact with the necropolitan.
You mean they're just drifting in space?
Yes, sir.
Well, who knows what's going to be out there facing them. All we can do now is hope and pray that they make it out alive. God help their souls.
Welcome to Hit the Dice, the most metal actual play since actual plays were a thing. I'm your host, SM Hillman, and before we get into our game of Mothership, let's go ahead around and talk to our players tonight. Start at the top with SG.
Hi, my name is SG Tosh. My pen name is anyway. I am an author of urban fantasy and paranormal fantasy and comedy horror and all of that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Thank you. Karina?
Hey everyone, I'm Karina Gantis, again an author. I have 14 publications, everything from horror to fantasy to a bit more erotic and some thrillers thrown in there as well.
Awesome. Glad to have you with us, Karina. Jessica?
I'm Jessica Nettles. I write historical fantasy and Southern Gothic horror, and sometimes I dip into space horror as well.
Well, this is a game for you then.
Yes.
Jim?
I'm here to be a Marine and I eat crayons. Wait, sorry. I'm Jim Nettles. I write a whole bunch of shit. Fiction, nonfiction, sci-fi, fantasy, horror, tech, all sorts of fun stuff. Now let's go kill something.
All right. Everybody, welcome. Thank you all for playing tonight. Hello to everybody out there who's watching us on the interweb. As you know, Hit the Dice is part of the Go Any Now network. Just going ahead and well, apparently we have our first comment about crayons that are nutritious.
You would know, Joe.
So, Mothership is a game of science fiction horror. It came out a few years ago. It's from Tuesday Night Games. The version we're using is that original version that was low cost, came out very indie. Subsequently, they've kickstarted a more voluminous version, I guess. Still basic game. And obviously it takes a lot of its marks from Alien, and so it's 80s sci-fi, outer space, truckers in space kind of movie. And it's basically what this is. These players, one of them literally is a Teamster. I guess now we'll go ahead and get the characters to introduce themselves. We'll go in reverse with the Crayon Eater. Jim, did you give your character a name, and what is he, or she, or they?
He's gunning.
All right. If you can't figure out from that, Jim's playing the Marine. There are 4 classes in Mothership, and we're represented by each tonight. Jessica, what are you playing?
I played the android, and her name is Athena.
Awesome. Karina?
Hey, I'm Enigma, and I am the scientist.
Awesome. Perfect. And SG?
Valkyra Grimlock, at your service.
Awesome. All right. And our valiant crew tonight is on the UNS Necropolis. The Necropolis is a mausoleum ship. It goes from far-flung outpost to far-flung outpost, picking up bodies of those who've died in space who don't want to either be cremated, buried on an alien moon, just shot out into space, or in some other science fiction-y way have their bodies disposed of. The Necropolis goes around to various Earth outposts and picks up the dead. And since it's not really that, all you got to do is pick up the body, put it in a bag, put it in a box, turn on a refrigerator, and go. The people who hand out the orders don't think you need a very big crew. 4 people should probably do the trick. So Necropolis, although it can comfortably handle 8 people, only has a crew of 4. And as our crew approaches their destination, they begin emerging from cryosleep. Everybody roll a d10, and let's see who comes out first.
6.
3.
7.
SG, what'd you get?
3.
Okay, 7. Sounds like the android has woken first. Makes sense, since you probably didn't actually go into hypersleep. You're standing in your corner. An alarm goes off in your head, and it tells you that the ship, the Necropolis, is approaching Sunset Station.
All right. So I wait for everybody else to. I start doing my general duties until everybody else awakened.
Okay.
Because I'm sure I'm programmed to do specific things.
True. You can go around and check on the ship, make sure there's no leaks, make sure none of the bodies have gotten out of their boxes, which,
Right.
why would that be a thing, right? I'm sure that would never happen.
Oh, no, never.
So our Marine wakes up next. What is Gunny doing?
Looking for coffee.
There is a coffee. The coffee maker is triggered to your cryo bed, and it starts to pour out a cup as you wake up. And then both the Teamster and scientist wake up around the same time. Everybody has their separate room. This is not a communal cryospace. Everybody has a separate room. It's not big. Your cryo bed also doubles as your actual bed when it's closed. But everybody's pod opens up. What are the 2 of you doing?
I'm probably gonna check. How long have we been asleep for?
You think 6 weeks.
Okay, so I think 6 weeks. I'm probably gonna, if there's like diagnostics or something to run, just to make sure everything is working okay.
All right, sounds
we
good.
didn't run into any problems.
Why don't you go ahead? This is a good time for us to roll, make a roll. We didn't make the Marine do anything too hard. Let's see. You have a computer skill, so go ahead and your computer skill linked to your intellect. So you're trying to take 2d10 and roll low. Since you were trained in computer, you get a plus 10 to your roll. So you're trying to roll under a 45, I think.
Okay. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong. I'm gonna re-roll that because I rolled the wrong thing. 42.
Okay. You did manage to put your computer in sleep mode properly before you went to bed. And it does, there are like some boxy CRT monitors right next to right in your room there. And they start spitting out data to you.
Okay.
Looks like the jump was successful, or the high-speed run was successful. Nothing is out of the ordinary as far as you can tell.
Okay. Good.
Karina, what are you up to?
Well, I'm going to go and make sure my human passengers are healthy and okay after being asleep for so long.
Okay. Who are you going to visit first?
We're going to go over to Teamster first.
Okay.
Nobody ever cares about the gunny.
He's a
Morning.
big man
Because
to
you're
take care of
grumpy.
himself.
So I
Drink
assume
your
you're in my room now.
Yep. I mean, seeing you, checking your vital signs, asking you questions, find out how you're doing. And how are you doing?
I'm fine. Slept well. Nothing seems to be wrong. Ship's good. Everything's good so far.
Okay. Okay, so I'll make a note of that, and then I'll go over to Mr. I'll go over to Mr. Crane Eater. Yeah, how are you doing? Or shouldn't I ask?
Coffee sucks. And a quote.
Yeah, I shouldn't have asked.
What are we waiting for? Breakfast in bed, another glorious day in the Corps. Another day in the Marine Corps is like a day on farm. Every meal is a banquet, every paycheck a fortune, and every formation is a parade. I am okay.
Good. And who's qualified out of all of us to check the android? The android?
I am well.
Somebody kicked the damn robot.
Try it, soldier. I hear your arms
Alrighty.
are very soft and breakable.
Yeah, androids don't follow. Well, I mean, they mostly follow the rules, right? But I guess I don't know. We'll see. Speaking of, both our Teamster and our android by now both of you should be expecting to hear something from Sunset Station, but there's been no comms chatter whatsoever.
I will have been, while they're waking up, trying to check the communications, running diagnostics to see if there's anything wrong with that. Because usually that happens at probably not long after I wake up. They'll ping us.
Correct. It should. You two can make an intellect check because you're also
Sure.
you have computer skills, so that's plus 10 to your 43, so it'll be a 53.
Okay. So I got an 86.
You can't really tell if everything seems okay, but everything's just kind of silent.
Is there any visual that we can see? Any screens
You
to visually locate the?
You can go up to the bridge and open the windows if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. It takes a couple minutes. There's a central elevator to the ship that takes you to each deck, and the bridge actually runs this down. The command deck is 2 levels above residential where you are right now.
Okay, I'll take the elevator up the 2 levels to the bridge.
Okay. Apparently, there's also a cat on the ship, but that's to be expected.
Oh no,
Of course.
It's a
Every good
flirt.
ship has a cat.
not good.
You get to the bridge, and again, there's more like CRT monitors here, heavy duty, and it's not elegant. It's very much a working vessel, and on your station, you hit the button, and the visual windows pop up. They're still obviously tinted to prevent the twin suns from blinding you out here in space. But you can see you're a couple of kilometers out now, so it's fairly big in your window. You can see the markers that you're to take to sort of, get to the station itself.
Mm-hmm.
From out here, the station looks intact, but there's no comm chatter from it.
Okay. Can I try like hailing them or something, or is it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Sunset Station. This is the necropolis. Come in, please.
The computer, much like if you were calling a business, the computer acknowledges that you call and basically says, would you, hold on while I get somebody.
Okay. Is there hold music?
There is hold music. It's something like ambient lo-fi. So,
Oh god.
ambient space lo-fi.
Do, 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 do.
That goes on for a couple of minutes. By the way, every ship has a mother computer. Yours is named Gideon.
Okay. So I can like talk to the ship.
Yep, you sure can.
Hey Gideon, how's it going?
A very neutral, slightly feminine, but mostly neutral voice comes back. All my systems are operating properly.
It's good.
We are currently at 20 kilometers per second, headed towards the docking path for Sunset Station.
All right.
Would you like to initiate docking?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was automated. Yes, I would. Since everything else is automated, I thought. Yes, please initiate docking. Thank you.
Initiating docking now. What's everybody else doing?
Hey, giddy up. Any incoming messages or anything I should know from my command structure?
You have 3 disciplinary messages. You have 2 messages from your ex-wife. You have 3 messages about your possible promotion. You have a recurring bar tab on Tau Ceti. Stuff like that. Nothing like some official stuff, but nothing relevant to what you're doing.
Yeah, clear it all out. It'll be fine. I'll be there when I get back. So where's my things that go stabby, stabby, shooty, shooty?
All that's in the armory.
I'm going to head that direction.
Okay. The scientist, what are you up to?
Trying to work out what we're doing when we're going over to this new ship.
Specifically,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, specifically for you, there's 6 bodies to pick up from Sunset Station. They had a what was referred to as a oxygen depletion situation.
So they suffocated.
They suffocated, right? Your basic job is to make sure there was no foul play, and then retrieve the bodies or prepare the bodies for retrieval. Okay,
so I'm getting all my medical stuff and all my paperwork ready to leave the ship and to go on to the
you have not only actual physical paper, but you also have several tablets as well that, with more forms that got to be filled out. Insurance, that kind of thing. So it's quite a handful. And your android, what are you doing?
I'm running my general routines that I normally run during docking. I'm continuing to be disturbed by the fact that we're not being contacted. So I'm continuing to run routines to see if I can make contact with the folks who usually contact us. So I'm reaching out to the computers as well to see if I can make a contact with their computers as well, since I have that option. Yeah.
All right. You can ask Gideon to try to connect you to their mainframe if you wish.
Yes. All right, I do so.
Go ahead and make a computer check.
Okay. All right, I get a 60.
It's something is a little bit wrong. It's hard to get into all the normal ports that you would be able to connect to. None of them are available.
All right. Run diagnostic to find out why.
Everything appears to be okay. It seems to be a problem on their side.
Okay. So I report that to the Teamster, whose name I've forgotten.
Valkyra.
Okay. So I report that. This is odd.
Athena, have you heard from Trek, the head scientist? I haven't had a communication from him for quite some time now.
We're having communication issues. It seems to be from their side. So no, we've not had any communication from anyone.
Strange.
At least not from up here, or anywhere that I know of. I'm running diagnostics. It's not the ship. It's on their end.
Everybody feels the ship move. It's thrusters on one side turn on and the other side turn on, which maneuvers into the docking path. There are visual pickups, external pickups, so you can watch it on camera. If you are on the command bridge, you can it could have been Gunny. Maybe Gunny didn't pay the bills. But if you're on the bridge, you can obviously watch it through the windows.
Mm-hmm.
So where is everybody right now? I know Gunny is down there by the armory.
I'm still on the bridge.
I'm suited, booted, ready to leave.
Okay.
I assume I'm on the bridge or close or close to it, wherever it is that I'm functioning. But I believe I'm on the bridge. Yeah,
the bridge has better. You have a little bit of that equipment, but it's better on the bridge. The monitors are bigger and heavier, obviously, and the keyboards are more clicky on the bridge.
Right, click.
So the ship, Gideon Mother leads the Necropolis rather easily into the proper flight path, and you. So the Necropolis, my apologies, I tried to make a picture of it, but I couldn't either find one or I'm not an artist. But it's basically a sphere with a couple drives bolted on the side that run the length, port and starboard, although not as big obviously in space, it's all three-dimensional. So it lines up, the spheres sort of etches into Sunset Station itself, which is essentially several concentric flat circles that each one about 2 meters. There's a wider docking ring as well that you're able to go into, and the ship smoothly connects. However, the airlock is still red.
So that should I'm assuming that should automatically open, or at least
that is
activate.
Supposed to be. Yeah, that's supposed to be an automated feature. Yes.
Is there a manual override I can try?
Sure can. Just give me. There we go. Computer check. But yeah, you go ahead and do either computers or you could do. You can't do first aid on the computer. You could. You could probably also do either mechanical repair or piloting, actually.
Okay, I'll try. How do I tell how much I have in each one?
So if you have one of the level 1 trained skills, it's technically plus 10%. And most of these are intellect. I mean, it's fairly obvious. So you use your intellect for that.
Okay. So it's 10% of my intellect.
So if you have like an intellect of 30 and you add 10 to that, 31, so you roll 41 or less.
Okay.
That's how we use skills in Mothership.
Okay, I rolled 34.
Okay, so you successfully You were using what, mechanical repair?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're able to go from the bridge. You punch a few buttons and push a few levers, and you see that the Acropolis sort of takes over local control of the airlock, and it's going from red to green. So basically, the meter goes from red, bad air or no air, slowly gets up to green. It takes about 2 minutes.
Okay. But the door is still closed, right?
As long as you want it to be, yeah.
Okay. I think I do, because that's kind of weird. I feel like we should all maybe gather at the door so we're all there together. Make sure, just in case something's strange, because this never happens. So I page everybody and say, hey guys, we're at the airlock. Something's going on. Can you, I need you guys up here.
Sure
All
thing.
right. Well, hang on a minute. Let me go get my stuff for when y'all screw everything up. I got to go kill something. Hold on. So,
Yes, we would be lost without you, Gunny. Thank you.
Can I run another diagnostic focused on the airlock?
You sure can? Yep.
Okay.
so I see my basic kit here. Is there anything else I can pull out of the armory that I can take with me?
There is a, let me find it here. All ships are equipped with ... There's a combat shotgun, and there's a flamethrower.
Sounds like a winner to me.
Okay.
Never come to a claw fight without a shotgun.
That's true.
All right.
Nobody goes into space without a shotgun. It's standard issue.
Right.
All right. So everyone gathers. I assume everyone gathers at the. I'm sorry. You just go ahead. And
What
give me
about
your.
mine?
Yeah, I rolled a 76 for the diagnostic.
You can't tell anything, unfortunately. Jim, you had a question?
Yeah, suiting up. I'm guessing I'm supposed to be grabbing my my suit, my space suit.
If you want to grab spacesuit, yeah. I don't know if anybody else has gotten into their spacesuits. Everything. Okay, let's do. That's right. You're booted and suited. You mentioned that. So.
Do androids need spacesuits?
No, but it makes you not stand. Well, it depends on if you want to stand out or not. Like if you don't wear a spacesuit in zero oxygen, everybody knows you're an android.
Guess I want to
Everybody has a higher armor class.
Yeah. Okay. Spacesuit it is.
Okay.
Yeah, while he's getting his stuff, I'll go get mine on too.
Okay, no problem.
How many of the crew supposed to be on this other ship?
So Sunset Station has a crew of 34, 6 of whom are deceased. So you're expecting 28 people.
And we've heard nothing from them so far.
Mm.
Wow.
Not a thing.
Did we do a life science check?
No.
I
Let me
think
do
when
it
I
like
go
visual
through,
and audio hailing.
can we do that after we get through the airlock?
Well,
Or when we need to do that once we're through.
there isn't necessarily. It won't necessarily detect life, but it will detect movement. So yes, you can do that once you get through.
All right.
So are you ready to go through?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. The door's open. You step into the airlock. So your door closes. The other door.
I see your face there.
The other door cycles. Cycles again. And finally, on the third attempt, you hear the grinding electric and metal sort of open the door. It sounds a little off to you. Everything looks good, but it sounds like there's something inside the door mechanically that might not be working properly. So instead of it taking 30 seconds to open, it actually takes about a minute before the inner door opens.
Anyone would think they want what's on this ship, doesn't it?
You know, the budgets, they don't spend nothing to keep nothing working.
Or something's been jury rigged.
Everybody give me just basically a basic intellect roll. So you're just trying to roll under your intellect.
Okay.
12.
Under it. Okay.
74.
55. Okay, I'm gonna light these things on fire.
I have flamethrower. No, not yet.
Am I programmed to do that?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
You got a combat skill. Karina, what'd you roll? Okay. All right, so somebody made it?
I got a 12.
Oh, okay. Actually, the gunny looks down at his wrist, and you notice that like air quality is average, which should never be on a ship. Air quality should always be either above average or excellent. The air's still breathable, but there's something in it that's not that's contaminating it some way.
Oh, okay.
Good thing we're in
Scientists, here, looky here. It says air bad. Smells like I don't know boot camp.
That's not looking good. Everyone, make sure that you've got the extra air purifier connection to your spacesuit, and that you are covered for any problems when we go through.
Noted. Boop.
Indeed.
Okay.
Do I smell anything in the air, or can I do that yet?
Not with your helmet on.
Okay.
I wouldn't advise you to take it off either, Gunnar.
What the hell's the fun in that?
So
I heard the same thing in that bar in Tau City too.
Lord help.
All right. So you come into what is a standard. It's a fairly wide bay. It's obviously it's white. There's some beige, touches here and there, but it's pretty boring as that goes. A lot of stations that you've been to have a little bit of personality, so they'll have art or like banners and flags up. There's usually a greeter. One of the first, second, or third officer will usually meet you, but there's no one. No one is here. No one has a manifest. Certainly, there are not 6 bodies ready to be, taken on the ship.
There's no one greeting us, and that's really unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Very unusual.
I guess we're gonna have to go find somebody then.
Can we check for check for life signs like I suggested a minute ago?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
There's a panel
Okay.
that you can like tick, 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 and try to see where if there's any movement or where people might be. Everybody has a art plug these days, so you can sort of tell where they're supposed to be.
Okay, I do that.
Okay,
So
Do I have to roll for that?
No, actually, it's a pretty simple system.
Okay.
You use it on the ship all the time to find out where Gunny's sitting around drinking when he should be working.
Yeah, right.
What are
you
you
passed
picking
out
up,
now?
Pasadena?
And you notice that there are only 2 blips on the whole station. Excuse me, there are 8 blips on the whole station. There are 6 blips in the infirmary that are like a red color to signify that they are deceased.
Right.
There are 2 blips. One is on the command deck, and the other is in the sewage waste deck. but you don't actually see anyone else. Which,
Where the
unless,
hell is
What?
everyone?
unless there's an
There are
internal
32
trauma.
people missing.
Yes.
Let's go pick up the cargo and get the hell out of here. We're getting paid for those 6. Let's go.
Why don't you pop down to command, Gunner, and see what's going on? Is there someone walking around there? Someone alive walking around there?
Yeah, but that's
All
usually
right.
officers. I mean, you know how I feel about officers, but fine. I'll go up to command deck.
I will go with him.
Okay.
Is there a way that I could like try to reach out to command center from there?
I mean, there is a comm system. You can punch
Okay,
buttons.
yeah, command center.
Can you show me what's in the command center? I just want to know if it's an officer or not. Or anybody I owe money to
there's
from last time.
All I see is a heartbeat.
Yeah, it does tell you like has
Does
a
it tell you?
yeah, it has an ID tag. It's Lieutenant Wilson.
Yeah. Do you know this
I
person?
don't think I owe him for anything, so we can go up there.
All right, let's go.
Command center.
Up.
Hello.
Oh, 1 second. So the Teamster would also know that aside from like protocols and things like that, not having somebody down here is a major union violation as well, which kind of is a bigger deal in some ways than the other stuff.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind as you're going around. That a lot of what's going on here violates union bylaws. Hey, these things are important. All right, so 2 people are headed off to command, and
I'm going down to the morgue.
and you're going to the morgue, and our android is trying to get the command bridge from the comms panel.
Right.
The comms panel engages, but all you hear is tears. Or you hear someone, you hear someone crying.
So how can you hear tears? That's amazing. What
Hey,
technology we have?
this
Very,
superhuman.
very
Yeah,
big
what technology
person.
we have?
It's a science fiction game, Karina.
It's a giant crying, and it's
In
just big.
space, no one can hear you scream, but they can hear you cry.
Yes, there you go.
Lieutenant,
You just hear that.
are you there?
The voices stop. The voices stop.
Can I hear
Oh
that?
dear.
I think we've left. I don't know.
You guys have left already. You do hear him speaking to his mother. He goes, Crockett, make the voices stop. And Crockett, which is a little bit more of a male voice, it's a little bit deeper. You hear the background. You say, they are not voices, Lieutenant. You have visitors from the ship that just docked. And Wilson's like, there's no ship. Cut comms. And Crockett says, as you wish. And you hear the comms click off.
Does Crockett sound like an android?
No, it sounds like mother. Just a male voice.
Okay.
They're all called mother regardless of how the voice sounds. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm a chamber around because if he wants the voices to stop, we can do that. We get paid by the body anyway.
All right. So 2 people going up to command in one elevator, and 1 person is going down to infirmary in the other. Let's make a speed check. Karina, Jim.
41 I've got.
Okay, so try to roll under your speed. How quick you are to get there.
Under my
09.
speed. Oh, God. 39.
Okay.
I'm in an 09, so a 9.
Oh, wow. Gunny's in the elevator waiting for the Teamster. Hey, get in.
I'm a 29.
Okay, you actually are all pretty quick. So you, both of you will arrive in at the command bridge, just like a minute or so before Enigma reaches the infirmary. I should say bridge. It's a whole deck. You do get up on the deck, and you see. You don't see anyone. There should be at least 3 or 4 people up here. There's an outer ring of offices and like computer banks and things like that. Server rooms that are enclosed in glass. And there's an inner ring of what is the primary command center. You do see dressed in his khaki spacesuit, enclosed in, shut off in the command bridge. There is a gentleman, darker skin, short hair. He's walking, falling. Then he like collapses in a chair and he gets up, he crawls on the floor, and then he falls over again. And he seems to be having some sort of emotional breakdown.
Zombies. We get to kill zombies, right?
We don't know that he. Okay. So he's inside another like a sub room inside this one.
Right. It's consecutive glass doors, basically.
Okay.
Can we see through all the glass doors around us?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to him and I guess knock on the door of the room he's in. Okay.
You are able pretty easily to pass through the first couple circles.
Okay.
You do get to the main command center, and it doesn't automatically open. Now, you know that you can ask, just as a reminder, you can ask Mother to assist you with things.
Oh, yes, that's right. Crockett, can you please open this door?
Hang on a minute. Hold on.
What?
Well, that doesn't look quite right to me.
Well, we came here to talk to the guy.
I may not be the brightest bulb, but knock on the door and wave first.
All right, I'll do that. I'll knock on the door.
You hear, Crockett plays it for you, has the speaker in both rooms. So you do hear Mother say, Lieutenant Wilson, you have visitors. And Wilson rushes to the door, right? He's got both hands, and too, when he puts his hands up, the palms of his hands have cuts in them. So there's blood on the door. And he says, "You're not real. None of this is real."
Okay. I mean, he needs medical help.
Drinking that cheap shit again. I'm going to start sweeping around just to make sure I don't see anything else moving.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a military tactics. Or 19. Military training. Yeah, military training. Okay. Your military, you do a sweep, you don't see anything.
Okay.
While you all are dealing with Lieutenant Wilson, in the infirmary, the door opens with no problem. And the scientist walks in. You do see 6 boxes, essentially. They are already prepared and tagged. And enclosed, right? They're sealed. They're vacuum sealed inside, plastic or whatever, which is unusual. They should have. This is the final. That's the final form that the corpse goes out in. They should have left them unsealed for you to examine.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over to the first one.
Okay.
I'm going to read from the electronic information that's on the box, who the person is and their medical history and basically their last breath, what happened, what's been written down as a cause of death. I'm not sure I want to open the box quite yet.
Okay. You can go ahead and make a biology roll so that you would add 10% to your intellect and try to roll under that.
Of my intellect, yeah. So roll under 35.
It's roll under 45 actually, because you get plus 10 because you're trained in biology.
Okay, 45. 14.
Okay, so you look at the readout and it says, hold on, actually. I'll roll. Never mind. Okay. You see on the nameplate it's a Dr. Sue, human woman, and Dr. Sue, her cause of death is asphyxia. Asphyxiation due to being basically, it's a fancy word. Asphyxiation being due to
Lack of oxygen.
lack of oxygen and area being exposed to space. So, but when you look at her, even though she's obviously been, it's been a few days, things, etc. They're just sort of telltales that don't suggest oxygen deprivation.
No colouring of the lips, no colouring of the paleness of the skin. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not getting that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to open the next one because this isn't looking right. So I'm actually going to open them all and notice that they all have the same whiteness of the eyeball. They all have bleeding from the gums, but none of them have the blue lips or the paleness of the colouring of the skin, which would show suffocation.
Right. So you're looking through them. You don't see any of those tail times. Do you actually open any of the boxes?
I've opened them all now because
Okay.
I'm getting a little bit
All right.
concerned.
We'll take it one at a time. We'll say you open Dr. Sue and then you open the next one. All right. As you're opening the boxes, Athena, right?
Yes.
Android? What is Athena doing?
I was getting ready to try to contact Crockett and ask what's going on and see if Crockett can reveal anything or if Crockett knows what's going on or has seen anything. Because, of course, Mother is supposed to see everything, right?
Right.
Okay. Has anything been recorded?
Crockett will respond at 0:23 hours local time. The Commander Fenn led the majority of the crew into the incinerator.
What caused this?
The Commander Fenn had been asking me quite a few questions about biology and what's the scientific name for worms? Worms, except the Latin word for worms. And parasites and infestations of the human body.
When did he start asking these questions?
Approximately 3 days ago.
After the bodies arrived?
Oh, after the... And
6 bodies arrived.
And there's like an audible glitch. And then Crockett says, there's an audible glitch after the accident that took the lives of the 6.
Describe the accident.
It takes Crockett a minute to process that, but eventually says the 6 people, and Crockett reads off the names, was in Section 22. Section 22 was exposed to space.
How did this accident occur? How were they exposed to space?
Crockett breaks down and says, it basically, you can hear the audible glitches, and Crockett basically is only able to tell you it was exposed to space. That is all the information I have.
Crockett, run a self-diagnostic.
Crockett will do so, but he'll be offline for a few minutes. He literally, his little Crockett light goes out for a minute.
So Clippy's taking a nap.
Clippy's taking a nap. Back up at the command center, the lieutenant's like banging on the glass. This stuff is nigh unbreakable, of course, but he's giving it a good shake, like shaking some of the.
So I want to call Dr. Enigma to come up and take a look at this crazy specimen.
Dr. Enigma.
Yeah. All right. Tell me what's going on. I can't really leave at this 1 second. So just give me a rundown of what's going on, and I'll get down there as soon as I can.
We have Lieutenant. We have a live person who's in need of what looks like medical attention. He's bleeding. He seems to be going through some sort of psychotic episode. He's saying he's hearing voices. He believes we're not real.
Can you get to him?
Hell no.
Is he armed?
No, he's inside a different chamber away from us. I don't see.
Can you override and get into? Can you override? Get Athena or someone to override and get into the room.
Before I do that, I wanted to see. Do I see any obvious enemy
Weapons.
or anything like that in the room?
So you do see your standard issue sidearm, right? But it's broken apart, and their bullets seem to be scattered all over the floor. Like the clip is, you can see the clip laying there, and it's empty. The gun has had its barrel taken off. The bullets are on the floor. So it's, yes, there is a weapon in there, but it's useless at this point.
And he looks like he's alone in the room,
as far as you can tell.
Okay.
He continues to scream at the two of you, but you're wondering if he will ever run out of steam. But yeah, there's nobody else in there.
Okay.
If he's unarmed, try to grab him, to hold him, and I'll be down to sedate him.
Hang on. Is there some way we can knock him out? Hey, well,
it's a sedation. He needs a sedation.
I think it's your fists, Gunny.
Back end of a shotgun is what I'm thinking, but
please try not to hurt him.
He's a lieutenant, and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, try not to hurt him. Be gentle with him, but try to restrain him, and I'll be down in this moment.
This is how I wound up getting this duty for having to restrain a lieutenant who outranked me.
Well, you got us all on your side. Nobody's gonna report you on this one, I don't think.
Fine. But I told you opening this damn door is a bad idea.
Well, I don't see what else we can do here, really. I mean,
isn't there like a knockout gas we can run through these lines? The air quality already sucks bad enough anyway.
Sure, you can do that from the command center.
Is that where we are? Where are we? We're at the bridge.
Yeah, you're at the command center, but the lieutenant is locked himself in the room where he can do that.
In it. Okay, yeah. Got it. And that's not something we can do from a just vocal request.
Yes. Well, Crockett's offline at the moment.
Right, but if
now, I do have jury rigging.
So do I. Yeah.
What can I jury rig? Let's see.
Well, what would you like to jury rig?
What do I see around me on this level where I might be able to use this to help restrain said crazy ass lieutenant when we turn him loose? Like a net?
These are up here.
A stack of paperwork to file, something.
There are a number of server rooms that are spaced around the command deck, and there are offices. There's also obviously a coffee maker.
I'm gonna look at the coffee maker.
Okay.
All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to ready myself with shotgun and I'll decide whether or not to shoot him in a minute. All right, go ahead and turn him loose.
All right. Might I suggest trying to disable him first before you kill him?
That would be a good idea.
I promise to try to minimize my lethal force.
We need it in one piece, Gummy.
That's only the best I can ask for from you. All right. Okay. So
My intention is going to be to use the shotgun, the butt of the shotgun, to encourage him to take a nap.
sounds good.
Sounds good.
I like it. I'm on board. Okay. Is Crockett back online yet?
Nope.
Because I think we need him to open the door anyway, don't we?
Well, he's not
Rafina might be
stopping.
able to override it.
Maybe, but he's also not. He's not controlling the door at the moment. He's offline.
Right.
Or
that's what I-
mother is offline, I should say.
Is there another way to open the door? A button or a something?
You could probably just use your jury rating to pick the lock. Pick the
Okay.
the security.
Okay. And that is that another intellect roll?
Yep. Go ahead and use your
And
intellect.
I've got 15, so 68.
There's also a crowbar.
Well, I'll try the jury rig on mine because I got it too.
Okay.
I roll a 15.
Haha.
Okay. So you hear the click, and he like slides the door open. So what I need is for the Marine and the Teamster to go ahead and roll your speed. So you're trying to make a speed roll. Going to get under.
All right.
21.
17.
Okay, so both of you
Faster.
will be able to go before the lieutenant. So what's your speed, Jim?
39. Look.
And the Teamster speed?
35.
Okay, so 39 will go first. What are you going to do?
I'm going to gently encourage said lieutenant to slow down by hitting with the butt of the shotgun.
Okay, go ahead and make a combat roll. This is an opposed roll, so I'm going to roll his combat.
I got an 05.
He does not have an 05. So you do hit him, and you knock him silly. So he's on his knees now, right there in front of the Teamster.
Now, Lieutenant, I would recommend you take a chill.
He's just screaming, "There are no voices. You're not real."
Y'all sure I can't shoot him?
Yeah. Does he seem like a threat still, or is he down?
He's not down yet. He's still a threat.
Okay. If I have a crowbar, then I guess I'll try to hit him with the crowbar.
Oh, poor guy. I try not to smash his head in. We need to get some information off him.
Just don't kill him.
Right, but we need to make
Body
sure
blow,
he's not
body blow.
screaming.
We can scream. He's not hurting anyone.
But we don't know that.
A couple of floors away.
So go ahead and make your combat roll.
06.
Oh, okay. He collapses unconscious on the floor.
Well, that went well.
All right, what have I got to tie him up with?
You probably have some zip ties or cuffs, something like that.
All right, we were going to restrain said lieutenant as I see another stripe disappear.
Well done.
I'll back you
Corporal.
up, man. Don't worry.
So
This guy was in union violation rules. He had it coming.
That's true. He was.
This is nothing.
Probably
Whoa.
a general's daughter or something here. I don't know.
While the Marine
Can we
is
do we want to
restraining,
tie him to like a chair or something? Just real quick. Or are we just like tying him, just binding his arms?
We're going to do a zip tie, hog tie.
Okay.
while you're doing that, give me while the Marine is doing that, give me a intellect roll, if you would.
Me?
Yep, just you.
Okay. Intellect is not good. 42.
Okay. You think you saw something funny on Gunny's spacesuit, but when you look back, it was fine. There wasn't anything there. All right. Dr. Enigma, what are you up to?
Well, I'm having a closer look at Dr. Sue.
Okay.
Examining her myself, examining the body, looking for other signs of a cause of death.
It's hard to tell. The one thing that you do note that is significant is that Dr. Sue also has strange cuts or openings on the fleshy palms of both her hands and her feet.
Okay, so I'm gently holding, I've got gloves on, I'm gently holding the hands, and I notice these abrasions, and I'm going to carefully touch and squeeze the abrasions and see.
Yeah, nothing seems to come
see?
out, but you do note that they it looks like something came out, exited.
Okay, so it's like a hole in the hand, yeah.
Right. But but it's a little bit unusual in how it was made. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to check the other hand, and it's got exactly the same.
Yep. As do both feet.
As do both feet. All right, so I'm going to lock it up, and I'm going over to the next box to check the next body.
Next body has the same thing.
And the next, and we've got a problem. All right, I'm going to close up everything, and I'm going to go down now to see how that poor lieutenant is faring.
Okay. Athena, it takes about a good 5 minutes before Crockett comes back online. Self-diagnostic complete and 100% efficiency.
What about the bits of memory that you've lost?
I do not detect any bits of lost memory.
All right. Then tell me about the accident.
Same thing
in
happens.
Detail.
The only details you get up is the room was exposed to space. The 6 crew members asphyxiated.
All right. I'm going to head towards the bridge. I would assume that's where I can get a better look at maybe what's going on with the drives and everything.
Okay.
All right.
You get in the elevator, and Dr. Enigma gets is already on the elevator, and the two of you are headed up to the bridge. Athena, give me an intellect roll if you would.
All right. Take a look. Uh, 19.
You notice on making its way towards the area where the helmet connects to the suit is this orange, many-segmented worm. And I would need you to do, if you would, let me find some rules. I'll need you to make a fear save for me.
Okay.
In Mothership, you make saves for particular. Let's see. Your save value for fear is what?
It looks like it is an 85.
Okay, so yes, go ahead and make your fear save.
Well, all right. And I'm not believing this. An 86.
No.
For the barest moment, you're like, oh, that's interesting. And then however emotional you get, you're like, nope. You're like, tell me what you're doing.
I'm kind of pointing at the thing because part of me wants to go and smack it off, and I'm a little afraid of that. But I'm definitely making enough of a scene to go. There is something on you. It is orange and it is creepy, and you need to get it off of you now.
Okay.
Some sort of creepy orange worm is on you.
Enigma, you turn your head like this, and it's now crawled up here. So it's like when you turn your head, it's right there in your peripheral vision.
Okay.
So I would need you to make a fear check as well, please.
Fear 25.
And scientists, yep. So you got to roll under 25.
I got a 32.
Okay. So you also are like, you tell me how you're reacting, but for you, it's obviously much scarier than for the android.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get it off. Get it off. Athena, get it off. Get it off me now. Get it off.
All right.
Get it off.
Okay. Can I push past the little bit of fear I got? Just slap it.
Sure.
Okay, I slap it off.
Make a speed check for me as you slapping it off.
Okay. Let's see if I can roll something that's not crap. I am not believing this. Okay, 91.
You do smack it off. You don't hurt yourself, but you're like get a little too close to the helmet, so you sting your fingers.
Yeah.
You do slap it off, but not before you squish it a little bit, and this viscous green something like guts is on your glove now.
Oh no.
And you're starting to feel like a little bit of a burning.
Can I rub it on the wall or something?
You may rub it on the wall if you wish, yes.
Okay, thank you.
I think you see...
Yeah, that's acid. That's acid.
I know it's acid.
The bloody creature's made of acid. Oh my god. What the hell? What's going on? We need to try and grab that worm before it gets away. We need to.
I don't think it's going anywhere. I squished it.
And yet you look down on the floor, and it's the part that's not flat squished. It's like separating itself in like this long, gooey chewing gum. Like,
where are we right now?
You hit the command deck, in fact, and you see that the doors, as you two are looking at the worm, the doors open, and the others, through the glass of several rooms away, note that they're yelling about a worm, and they're kind of frantic in the elevator.
Huh. We should probably go
back to the damn ship, get some more coffee, and blow this damn place and get the hell out of here.
Okay. And I just walk away. I just go figure out what's going on. Or I kind of run up to them since they seem to be freaking out.
Okay. When you get there, you see... so let me ask you this. Are the two of you trying to like get it into a container?
We need to get it into a container. Yep.
Do you have one? I don't have a container. Do you have a container?
I've seen one inside. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's fine. Karina, give me another speed check. And SG, as you run up, you see this worm, and you see it's eating away at the android's glove, this green whatever it is.
Jesus Christ, what the hell happened?
So if you would give me a fear check as well.
Okay.
So I've
orange
got
worm.
32 out of 41, so I'm okay.
Okay, yes, you're fine. Yep. You get it into the container, no problem.
Nope, 87.
How do you react if you're? How does that look for you?
My stomach starts to go queasy, and I'm like about to throw up.
Gotcha. Gunny, you notice that your companions are
I rack a shell and I start running that direction.
okay. By this point, you so I'll need Gunny to make yourself a field check as well. But as you run up, you see that they've got
66, so I failed the shit out of that.
Bloody hell.
We're all terrible.
I hesitate to even ask this question, but what does it look like when a Marine feels fear?
Oh, no.
I'm looking for something to kill or drink coffee.
He's
Normal
going to
then.
kill us.
We're out of coffee.
He's going to
Oh,
kill
don't
us
tell him
all.
that.
In this case,
I mean, it's
I'm-
obvious.
what the hell? What the hell? Because again, I'm sitting here with a little man. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. What the hell's going? What do we got to kill?
It's some sort of parasite, but I've got it contained. It's just it's body's made of acid, and it's eating through.
Good
I think
God,
there's,
you're worried about a bug.
Not quite a bug. You want to have a closer look?
It's in the container, right? You're lucky you didn't
It's
just
in a
lose your
container.
damn hand with that container as I blow the damn thing to hell and back.
As you were all sitting there discussing this, you do hear some screaming from behind you.
Oh, no.
Oh, the lieutenant's awake. Let's go and have a little chat
Yay,
with
we
him, shall
didn't
we?
kill him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's hope you
Can I
didn't give him
strip
brain
my
damage.
glove off?
Don't thank me now.
I mean,
Strip off
I'm
the
not a
glove before it
doctor,
takes
but
my
his
hand.
brain wasn't doing that great when we found him. So
What was he saying to you both?
That's the union
saying
way
we
of trying to
weren't
say we
real.
didn't hurt him that bad.
no, we didn't. We hit him a couple of times. It's fine.
What was he saying?
He was saying you're not real, and he was like pounding on the wall, and he's got bloody hands.
Bloody hands.
Yeah, he's got some
Describe
cuts
his
on
hands.
I
cuts.
mean, yeah, he's
Oh,
got
no.
like
Does it look like holes? Okay.
I didn't get a great look, but I mean, it looked like like wounds in his hands.
Okay, this is what I've got right upstairs. I examined the bodies. Each of the bodies have the same holes in the hands and feet, all 6 bodies. None of them are showing signs of suffocation as a cause of death. And now we see this parasite with acid in its body that, in my opinion, came out of one of the holes. We have an infestation on this ship, and we need to get the hell out. And as Gunny says, blow the fucking thing apart.
Sounds good. What do we do about that guy? He's not dead.
Leave him.
Again.
That would
He
be
is
a union
lieutenant.
violation to leave him behind.
Yeah, we can't leave him behind. He's
If we
However,
take
he
him,
is
we will all
contaminated.
die.
Yeah, he's contaminated. We can't risk taking him on our ship.
Are you going to sign off on that paperwork?
I will.
All right.
The
Have a
computer
question.
will not tell us the truth.
Wasn't there another life sign?
Yeah, hold on. Yes, there is actually. There is another life sign. There's no movement, right? I'm not going to make him cry. I might.
In the sewer, there's another body.
So 2 things. One, Athena, when you pull it off, you see that the acid has sort of eaten into your android skin a little bit, but that seems to be sort of the extent of it, right? You can tell that your epidermis,
Self-diagnostic.
yeah, it's been damaged, and you can fix that at some point. But it's mostly, I would say it's cosmetic damage, but your hand is not immobilized in any way.
Okay.
The second question I had is, where do we think the most vulnerable part of a spacesuit is?
Always where the joints are at.
yeah.
Joints. Always the joints.
The bottom of the feet.
Jim, you have an alert. Gunny has an alert on his suit.
All
You're losing air out of your right armpit.
All right. Well, I just rolled an 18.
You're like, put your finger in there and you find a hole like a hole
Son
about this
of
big.
a bitch. And I'm like, all right, come take a look.
Ugh.
One of your fishing critters gotten up underneath my arm.
Is anybody going to take a look?
I will look.
You see a hole. You see a hole in his. By the way, the lieutenant's still screaming. You see a hole in his suit. You see a hole in his battle dress, and you see like a little tail coming out of the part of right underneath here, or excuse me, here, in Gunny's arm.
Okay. So I think I look at Enigma. I
Yeah.
think he's been infected.
Well,
Take a
we
look.
don't know if
You
he's
want to
been
leave
bitten
him behind
yet.
too?
No, we don't know if he's been bitten yet. Let's try and get the critter out. Let
Right.
me get these forceps and see if I can pull him out without it doing any more damage.
All
How you
right.
feeling, Gunny? How you feeling in yourself?
I'm thinking you should let me shoot the son of a bitch.
You're going to shoot your arm off.
Maybe in a minute, but go get the damn critter.
All right, let's see if we can get it.
All right, give me a intellect first aid roll, if you would. So,
Okay,
if you
so
have
I'm
any,
45. Where's first aid?
Okay.
No, you're going to have to help me out with the first aid one.
so you probably don't have a bonus in that. So just go ahead and roll a 45 or less.
Got 12.
All right, so you get the forceps in there, or the tweezers or whatever, and you yank it out, and it is one of these orange bugs. And suddenly, although it's like numbed, you can't really feel it, Gunny. You feel like your arms sort of collapse, like some ligament's been cut.
Ah, damn it. I'm assuming I'd be rolling a fear check about now.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You'd be hurting, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
98. That shit is about to blow up.
So what I need from the other three of you is sanity. Save.
Right, sanity. Okay.
$13.
Damn it.
I'm so sane. It's crazy.
61.
26.
Oh, I get an extra 10 on mine. Oh, it still doesn't make a difference. That's 40, 50. No, damn.
All right, so everybody, well, actually, no, the person who made it does not have to add stress, but if you failed it, go ahead and add a point of stress. So all stress begins at 2, so your stress is now up at 3. Which, it's not good, but
What does having higher stress do?
as you gain stress, it makes things a little bit more difficult.
okay.
Let's see here. I will, for our audience and players, I will go ahead and read out the stress.
Oh, yeah. Each friendly player nearby gains 1 stress if a scientist fails a sanity save. Sorry.
Right.
Aw.
Yeah. Oh, did you fail your sanity save, or you made it?
No, I failed it.
I'm
Oh,
the
so
only
every-
one that made it.
Oh, so everybody else also gets another point of stress for that. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm at 3 and you guys are at 4. Is that?
I'm at 3.
Is that right? I only get 2 to start with. Confused.
That's okay.
Oh. No, I am at 4. I take it back. Misread.
Okay, so you gain stress. It's more likely you are to panic, but no one is ready. No one is in a position where you're ready to panic quite yet. But you're getting there. You're getting there. All right. So the lieutenant's continuing to scream, which is very stressful. Gunny had a worm inside of him, and his right arm is not working as well as it used to. That's also very stressful. The scientist panted a little bit. That's very stressful. And yes, you still do have one.
So how can I leak or patch the leak?
Duct tape.
Okay.
Yep.
Duct tape fixes everything.
Sure does. So the simple solutions are the best.
Yeah,
Now
but
can I
time
go
to
kill?
sew it up.
Duct tape's quicker. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You might be shooting the worms. Find out, I guess.
I have a flamethrower now.
Oh, well, that's true. That's right. You do have the flamethrower. So what do y'all want to do? You take a minute. You're like, okay, we're going to be okay, I guess. I don't know. The screaming lieutenant, the not panicking, but probably needs some coffee, Gunny. What's everyone
Pissed off
want to do?
Gunny is going into the damn control room, figure out what the hell I can hit that's going to blow this son of a bitch up, or at least
We need to find a way to
While
blow the
we're
ship
on
up.
it?
Yeah. No, we've got to leave, but we need to find a way. And Gunny's the one who's going to be able to work that out, how to do an explosive in it.
Well,
so who can? Is there some way we can scan to find all these critters?
that would probably require like fine tuning the motion sensor system.
I mean, I should be able to do that with computers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I can try to do that.
Okay.
I want to scavenge around the control center and see what I can find.
72.
You do find some. You do find a discarded sidearm with some.
Can I put it back together?
Yeah, he basically disassembled it. He didn't
All
break
right.
it.
I'll reassemble it.
What's our android doing?
The android is continuing to I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. At this point, I can continue to try to examine the servers and everything for the mother, and see if I can figure out anything else that mother might know that might give us any indication of what happened.
Okay.
I still want to know what happened.
Okay. So
We also have a witness too.
If the witness knows anything.
We haven't really asked him, so.
Well, we've got to go down the sewer and find out that the life form. But problem is, he's all probably, or she is already contaminated. We can't be sure, so we're either going to walk away from someone who's not hurt, or
do you need a companion?
I want to get a vote. I want to get a crew vote of what we should do here. I want to get everyone's.
What can we find out from the command center? Can't we like flip some of this stuff on, like some video? The Tubbs and Crockett, whatever it's got.
I explained that Crockett seems to have a glitch. He remembers.
Is there like a captain's log?
But it's unreliable. It's an unreliable, glitched story. Somebody came in or something came in and erased what really happened.
Is
there like a captain's log or any logs or any other kind of stuff we can pull up?
All the stuff that you're able to get to in relatively quickly is normal operations. The only thing out of the ordinary was that the 6 scientists, consequently the ones who died, came back from an expedition to a volcanic moon, more or less like Titan, right? It had methane seas and things like that. But they were still, quote unquote, formulating the report, and that's where all the logs end, and that was about 3 days ago.
So what do we know about the life sign in the sewers?
The life sign in the sewers says Dr. Miranda Shu. I didn't do a great job with the names this time. I'm
So I have a question.
Mhm.
On our ship, there's got to be a place where because there's got to be bodies that we get that are, biohazard. I mean, they're biohazards on their own, but like have died in circumstances where they're dangerous to the rest of the ship. Do we have some sort of like place we can put contaminated bodies / people on our ship?
You do have we sure do.
We have like a quarantine type area that we can put them that are separate. Okay. If that's the case, then our job is to get these bodies onto our ship, and given the situation, we need to recover as many living people who have a chance of survival as we can before we blow this station up. We cannot just leave them.
So you
because
want me
they
to
might
go
be
and,
infected.
So you want to go and check out who that person is, Miranda? Make sure
We're
that
gonna
she's
have
not
to. I think
infested. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no,
And,
I'm very sure she is infested. But if she's alive, we can't just leave her.
Well,
What
we're leaving the lieutenant because
No, we're not.
he's been
We're
infected.
taking him too. We have to take them all. That's our job. That's what we do. We can't just leave them.
He is lieutenant. We can't leave him behind.
So
but we
we're
could put
taking
him in a
2
body bag.
infected bodies onto our ship with us.
We will place them in the quarantine area with the probably infected bodies. But yeah, that's what we have to do.
That's what
motion.
Union bylaws say.
Union bylaws also just
union bylaws.
Generally
you saw how quickly it got Gunny. Gunny didn't even realize it was in his suit.
Okay, well that is my suggestion. What's your alternative? You just want to kill everybody?
We cremate them with the flamethrower, then we throw them on the ship. That way we're still compliant.
I like it, Gunny.
But we have now met the biohazard standards.
If you want to do that, and Doctor, you're okay with that, that is on you guys. But I am standing here and saying that I'm not going to just kill innocent people. They didn't ask for this.
No, they didn't, but they can kill us if we take them on the ship.
Maybe they kill us.
It's a big maybe. It's a big maybe,
but
Valeria.
Shooting them or burning them with a flamethrower is 100%.
So is there anything I can do about like my limp arm here? Like shoot me up with something, heal something?
Yeah, I can give you a shot for that. And once we're back on our ship, I'll stitch it up for you.
I still like the idea of, can we run some kind of scan for critters?
I tried, I failed.
I can try to run a scan.
You can try it, yeah.
We'll see. I'm failing rolls, so God only knows.
These are hard. This is hard to make these rolls.
They do be. They rely
built
on
that way on purpose.
All right.
It'd be difficult. Yeah.
I made I rolled a 41.
Okay.
I think I did okay.
Yeah, you did okay. So you take what your companion had done, and you're like, okay, you were like going too big and too small,
Right.
and you like fine tune it down a little bit.
Right.
So there are things moving in. There's one on the command, like these little things on the command deck. There's like a bundle of those somewhere, like very close to you on the command deck. There is a large mass of movement in the sewer, in the waste extraction.
That may be why she's down there.
She's
She may
the
be down there
queen.
trying to kill it.
She might be trying to kill it.
I suggest we try to kill this little bundle up here
Flamethrower.
Yes.
I
and
finally
then go
got
help
something.
her.
Yeah.
The bundle corresponds to Lieutenant Wilson.
Oh dear.
And you cannot, when you all turn around, because he stopped screaming, he's still alive, but you all turn around and they're like,
You can see him everywhere, all over his body, in his eyes, in his ears, in his mouth.
yep, they're
Are we
coming
gonna have to
out.
roll
His
fear
nose.
again?
Yes, you are going to have to roll a fear. Actually, you're probably going to roll a sanity check this time.
Oh.
Because this is just the weirdest of the weird.
97.
That's
I'm gonna be cooking some shit.
46, I'm good.
8.
Oh shoot! You got to be kidding me. 90.
so I think Jessica, tell me how you think about this. Is like sanity check when you gain the stress, but then you sort of go offline for like 10 seconds. You're like, nope.
Yeah, I could see that having a seizure.
Yeah.
Like
No compute.
A short circuit. Yeah.
Well, my sanity started at 25, so I'm just cooking everything.
All right. So how much you gained a point of stress? How much stress do you have now, Jim?
4.
All right. So I want you to roll 2d10. If you roll over 4, so you're adding them together. If you roll over 4, you're okay.
57.
Well, no, you add them together. So you're 5. So a 12.
12.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You don't panic, but you're not feeling great.
I haven't felt great since I had a critter dig into my armpit.
Hopefully, I got all that out.
If not, y'all are taking me back on the ship.
So how does the gunny react this time to this?
I'm gonna go fry this son of a bitch with fire. I have a flamethrower and I'm using that son of a bitch.
Okay, so I'm gonna make you do a combat. You can do like military training plus combat to make sure you don't set anything else on fire.
Okay, that's.
You okay with that, Valkyria? Can we kill him now?
I have new information now. Yes, go ahead.
All right, that's a 52. So when I roll
Get that
41.
Okay, so Gunny manages not to set the world on fire. He flames.
A little disappointing.
He flames Lieutenant Wilson. Crockett says, "Please refrain from attacking crew members with fire," and then puts it out. Right, but too late. Obviously, Wilson is cooked at this point, and all the worms have sort of like dissolving his burn. You know, their deaths dissolving his burned flesh and some of his bones, and it's just very, Cronenberg all over the floor. Right.
I am not eating barbecue for a week.
Cool.
Bring it.
Okay. Well, we know fireworks on him at least. That's good news.
So we have some defense. That's good.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Now I want to go in and disable any other fire suppression shit. Because if I'm using fire, I'm using fire.
All right. Do you want to ask Crockett to do that, or are you just going to do it?
Oh, Crockett.
Yes.
Dear Crockett. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I was suppressing the fire that you initiated on the command deck.
So if I initiated the fire, don't you think it might have been necessary?
All fire is bad in space.
Yeah, I'm disabling this shit. Oh, Crockett, please disable all future fire suppression unless otherwise requested.
Please input your security code.
Sure. I'll input my security code.
Okay.
Disable all safeties.
You disable the fire suppression.
Yeah.
Note, the fire suppression is disabled.
Okay.
All right. Now, what are you all doing? Oh, and Athena comes back online.
meow.
Welcome back.
What happened? Oh,
Yeah,
I see we
that
took care of
happened.
the problem.
Yeah.
Smoky.
Now, do y'all still really want to go swimming to go find out what the hell's happening down there? Or do we want to just cook her straight on up?
Well,
I think we should
I
get
mean,
the
if
hell out of
she-
here.
I mean, either way, we're still going to have to get those bodies.
There she goes again.
Well,
They don't pay that much.
Is there
about it.
actually, out of curiosity, is there a union protocol for this situation? Like, is it still job over everything?
would I know
Job over
that?
our own lives, yeah.
Well,
I mean, this is just what I know of.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
It
just playing
is, right. It is job over everything in that regard. As long as you don't go into overtime, you have to have your overtime approved, right, by higher authorities. If
Am
you
I
can
Anywhere
retrieve,
close to overtime right now?
kind of feels that way.
Give me cover to run
No,
away? from this?
it's only been about 40 minutes. So
Damn it. Okay.
if you can retrieve the 6 bodies, they want you to. Yes. Now, I will point out that just those 6 bodies. It's not saying anything about the other people who disappeared. Who I don't know if the others know what happened to them. I know one of you does, but not solving a mystery, that's not your problem, right?
Is
Your
there any
problem
protocol for danger or endangering others?
Yeah, endangering our own
disease?
lives to take these bodies. Yeah, disease and everything.
Sure, you should live. Yeah.
I was going to suggest we call up for future or for additional instructions and call this a biohazard containment call and get the hell out of here.
Yeah. General protocol for that would be to
blow us all up while we're on the ship. Yeah.
Well, no, but it would be to essentially open the entire station to space, leaving the station itself intact, but making it uninhabitable for quote unquote life forms.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Of course, you don't know if they can live in vacuum or not, but that's
I don't follow orders
Right.
often, but I am willing to vent this puppy and see what happens.
Okay.
We still have to try to get those bodies onto the ship, though.
After we vent all the space and let it air out a little bit, and patch my armpit up here and get everything working again. So we let it ventilate for a couple hours.
You could do that.
Okay. Fine. Let's do that. I'm not interested in dealing with another one of these guys, so I'm not with a dead body on the floor.
So what are you going to do about the Dr. Shoe?
Let me ask a question. Is there a way we can...
Sorry, I had to laugh at myself. Yeah.
Is there a way we could contain that area and vent everything except for that particular area?
Absolutely. Yep.
Then that's what we're going to do. So
Is there a way to contact her? Could I try to contact her?
You sure can.
All right. Open comms and try to communicate with her.
You don't hear, she doesn't respond, but you do hear singing in a language that you may not understand.
I have linguistics.
You do have linguistics, so go ahead and give me a linguistics roll.
Watch me roll shit.
Don't say that.
Hey, I rolled a 6.
Okay, she is singing a Korean lullaby.
All right.
It's just a basic
nonsense. Yeah.
Well, not nonsense, but like it's what a mother might sing to her children.
So it sounds like she's afraid. Maybe.
Or crazy.
I
Maybe.
continue to call her.
Does she tell us what the lullaby is?
Yeah.
I'm going with the fact she's gone native and she's now mama to the bugs.
So if your plan is to vent the rest of the space station, you are able to do that without any trouble.
Okay.
So we're all in spacesuits. Mm-hmm. We can vent the station.
Yep.
Let's do that. We'll seal her off, package her up, and then we can figure it out.
Okay. All right.
So you vent the station. Do you want to then take the 6 bodies that have been repackaged? You can completely repackage them and then put them in the storage.
I want to scan and see if there's any more movement anywhere on board ship.
Just in the waste extraction. the sensors
in the waste containment zone.
Yeah, the sensors cannot detect in his suit yet.
All right, okay. Can they detect if there's any movements inside the bodies, the 6 bodies?
None, right? So inside the lieutenant, you could detect that there was a lot of
outside.
Movement. Right, but in the bodies, they appear to be clear.
Okay.
All right, let's go retrieve the packages.
Okay.
All right.
Joe has some commentary for everybody. I hope that makes you feel better.
Thanks, Joe.
Not really.
All right. So you get the bodies loaded. You get the station's been vented to space, and all's left is what you're going to do with the woman in waste extraction.
Is there any way to see cameras or something in that zone?
Should be, but the cameras have all been disabled.
So what did sorry, one more time. What did the scan reveal? It was her and then a big knot.
A big blob.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's like in the center of a big thing of something.
Crockett, enable cameras.
Cameras in waste extraction have been disabled manually.
You have. Can you override that?
Well, I misspoke. They've been disabled physically. The cameras themselves are disabled.
So
Like somebody might have broken them.
Right.
So I'm assuming at some point we've spent a little time on the ship. Can I get a fresh spacesuit?
You can.
Is it worth getting a physical physical to check for my injury?
I'd rather do that when we get off back onto ours. Because it's taking time.
On the ship.
Are we back on our ship now? All right. Okay. So
Yeah, because we loaded the body.
We've had to go to the
Okay.
ship.
Yes. Come down to medical, and I'll get you sorted.
Okay, go ahead and give me a biology check, please, Doc.
Mm-hmm. Stay. Biology. What's the number on that one? What are we doing?
So intellect, and then you get plus 10% for biology.
It's 45. At 27.
Okay. You do detect within Gunny's blood small but growing number
Parasites.
of parasites. Yes.
Yeah. Got it. Oh dear.
Okay.
Now, do you tell Gunny that?
Yeah, Gunny, we may have a problem.
Told you we should have shot that son of a bitch. All right.
So,
do I have options?
Well, this is what we've got to decide now. We don't know the damage they're causing to you internally. We don't know how fast they're going to grow. We don't know how fast they're going to multiply inside you. There is nothing that I can maybe make you drink bleach or something to try and kill them off, or just put the throat. Yeah, exactly. Nice one. There's no cure, Gunny. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go down to the sewers and find out what the hell's going on down there. And if I can kill the queen, then that undoes this shit like vampires, right?
It would be good if that worked like that. But looking like the biology of these creatures, I don't think that's the case.
All right, what the hell? I'm gonna go down and go find out what's happening with our good doctor down there.
So you're going to do a suicide mission?
You just told me I'm dead anyway.
Well,
Hand me more scotch and coffee.
Yeah. There's scotch in the refreshment area. Go and help yourself.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna suit back up and go queen hunting.
All right. What is everyone else going to do?
I can't tell if I have any weapons proficiencies at all.
Yeah, you do. You basically know how to use a gun or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
You also have the laser cutter, which is pretty spectacular in itself.
That's a weapon?
Yep, you can use that as a weapon. Oh, yes. When I played Mothership with some friends, I was the teamster, and I made good use of that laser cutter.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with, because
Why? Somebody's got to fly this damn bucket.
Because I should have had your back and I didn't. And besides, this is what I signed on for when I joined the union. I guess.
So you'll leave me with the android?
You'll be fine. The android can fly the ship, probably.
I can.
There you go. See?
You have doubts.
You hero, you.
Well, Mother can technically fly the ship.
He's not going to go down by himself.
Now, here's a better question. In the armory, do I have anything that'll have a little more pack with a boom?
The biggest thing with a boom is the Teamster's laser cutter.
And I've got an oxygen tank you can have.
Those will go boom.
They will.
So do I.
I've got
Yeah,
infrared goggles.
There probably are some basic explosives.
Sure, why not? What the hell?
Oh, you do have a front
I've
grenade.
got
too.
hand grenades,
Yeah.
frags.
Would you like for me to stay in contact with Crockett and give you aid that way?
Certainly. That
All
way
right.
you can open up doors. Now, here's going to be the plan. Because we're going to go knock on a door with effective explosives. So I'm relatively certain we're going to come across something that's not going to be pleasant. The only question is, does the doc here want any samples left when I get done?
We've got enough samples. You're okay, mate.
Excellent. All right. I've never seen a union person that wanted to go do some work for no purpose at all, but let's go.
Well, also, if by some chance this doctor is okay, someone's going to have to get her back to the ship. Right?
Oh, that's a lot of
Okay,
assumptions.
if that's the way you want to see it now.
All right, let's go. Let's go bug hunting.
All right, you guys make your way down. Do you add the atmosphere back, or you just keep it vented?
Hell no.
Keep it
We
vented.
don't need the atmosphere, and I'm assuming the doc, well, she's got her own atmosphere. We knock on that door.
Okay. So how do you want to go through the door?
Well, what do I see with the door?
At the door, you see that the manual, that the door stuff has been disabled. The door appears to be locked from the inside.
Now, here's the question. How much pressure is on the inside so that when we cut into this thing, there'll be depressurization?
1 G worth of pressure. Normal Earth. G's
One
on the side.
atmosphere?
1 atmosphere, yeah.
That's not that big a deal. All right, let's go cut a little hole in the door. And do we have like any like little remote camera sort of things we could look through a hole if we cut a small hole?
I've got body cam. Does that do
Yeah, I've
anything?
got a body cam.
All right,
So
we
you-
got body cams.
Yeah, you could probably put a body cam through there.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's cut a big enough hole for a body cam to look in here.
You want to
Yeah,
use that
I
laser cutter?
That's
yeah, I've
me.
got a
Yeah.
laser cutter, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, are you here, Doctor? You're here with us?
No, I'm just giving you all your stuff before you go off.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right.
so yeah, go ahead, and you don't have to make a laser cutter roll at the door. It just it zzz, and well, you can't smell the ozone, but zzz, and it basically this giant hole opens up. Well, not giant, but not this big. Opens up, and there is it's clear that it's venting from inside, and a fist-sized worm lodges itself in the hole, and well, you can hear a little bit because there's a little bit of air pressure. It's making some sort of like sound as it's crushed, trying to plug up the hole. But it's definitely one of these orange things.
Huh. So they get bigger.
Oh, apparently.
Ugh.
Can you make a fear check
Instantly
as you
regretting all
realize
of the choices.
as you realize that's what's growing inside of you?
43. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, hell no. I got a 30. So I am a little displeased at this point.
Okay, so
But I've also come down expecting to die, so that should control some of that.
yep, you get a point of stress, but we won't make a panic check right yet.
All right, I'm going to use the flamethrower on low to barbecue this critter so we can get a look.
All right, give me a combat roll.
81. That was a fireball in a contained space.
It for the moment, for a second, it doesn't do much because there's no air for the flame to get too much. Obviously, the fluid is flammable, so it burns away the worm, and then there's a hole again. And you vaguely hear Crockett. The people at the ship or wherever you're at do hear this. You do hear Crockett say, venting atmosphere in waste extraction compensating. So the flame does go into the waste extraction, and there's an explosion. So I will need body saves from both the Teamster and the Marine.
All right. 78.
35, which I think I get +5 to it. Is that right?
I'm not even in the neighborhood because I've only got like a 35. So
I have a 30, and if I get a +5, it means that I've tied.
Yes. So you're knocked back and sort of bruised, but
Okay.
you're intact, at least for the moment.
Okay. Oh.
You can see into waste extraction now. And what you see, she's wearing this woman with dark long hair. It's sort of like muddy and greasy. She's wearing the remains of her spacesuit. She does have a mask on to breathe. She's got like a makeshift like giant wooden spoon thing that she's sort of like swirling the worms inside, the mess of worms inside the waste from the station, like she's making worm soup, which is horrifying itself. But some of the worms are now on fire, and because something in there, the waste gives off methane. Something in there was flammable. Gunny, on the other hand, has a problem. His helmet is cracked. There's a fire now here at the door because there's enough oxygen being pumped out to keep the fire alive. It's not a huge fire, but there is fire. I'm going to say at this point the flamethrower has shot its bolt as well. But Gunny's mask is cracked, so he's also losing air.
Okay.
how badly am I hurt after all that?
You're stunned at the moment, so it hurts all over, and you're like vaguely aware that you're losing air, but you really just don't give a hoot for the moment. I mean, there's always duct tape to put over his helmet. That could work.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. I forgot about the duct tape.
So, Gunny, you see your companion over your helmet, and you come around a little bit. There is still a fire. The worms are starting to undulate towards the opening, and they are much bigger than they were. Right, they're ones even bigger than the fist-sized one. Right, they're like this way diameter. And they're undulating towards you guys.
Cool. Is the door? Wait, the door is open now, or it's just?
It got blown off its hinges.
I'm assuming that it blew off and probably threw me.
All right. Then I'm gonna try to kill some of these things that are coming at me with my laser, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and give me a combat roll.
Okay, under 33.
You have heavy machinery, correct?
I do, yes.
Okay, you can add 10% for heavy machinery because technically that's what the laser cutter is.
Okay, so 43, and then I have a friendly Marine nearby.
You do have a friendly Marine nearby.
So that's 48.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Well, he was friendly. Right now, he's a little more.
41.
Yes.
Okay, so you're able to skewer several of these creatures, right? And probably the first one's in front. So at this point, you have a choice. You can stay and shoot the laser cutters some more, which admittedly is a lot of fun.
It is.
Or you could probably right now drag Gunny back to the ship.
Oh boy. The woman, she looks pretty gone, right? Like mentally.
No, she's dead from the explosion.
Oh, she's dead. Okay, then there's no question. We're going back to the ship. Forget this. That was the only reason I was doing this anyway, was potentially saving somebody.
Right. You basically see some stubs in the waist from the knees down. From the knees up, you're not sure what happened to the rest of you.
Oh, accident on the job. I'm covered. Okay, let's go.
You're probably going to have to fail a form for that, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wait,
I briefly consider my options before I'm like, nah, it's all right. I'll deal with it.
The body cams got blown up. There's no paperwork.
True. Yeah.
Okay, we're going back.
Okay.
Forget it. We're done.
So you drag Gunny back to the ship. You're all able to disembark.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I don't want to allow Gunny back on the ship.
Uh-oh.
He's infested. He's a dead man walking, and I don't even know what's happened to Vikra while she's been up there. I mean, she's coming back in like bits, and I don't know if any creatures have got inside her suit or anything.
Well, okay, so either you give me a full examination here on a ship that we know is infested, or you take us both on board and you shoot us later. What do you want to do?
Well, Gunny's already dead either way, so.
Yeah. I've got to leave Gunny
Tell me
behind.
when I wake up.
I've got to leave Gunny behind and then take you straight to.
But isn't this like something that you doctors, like medical?
Not when he's a dead man walking.
Isn't that like a thing?
Can we cryogenically freeze him?
We can with Vikra. Vikra.
You can Velcro him. I'm sure if you put him in the cryogenic freeze, everything will be fine.
Yeah, you can't wait to get those two back on the ship. I know exactly where your mind is, Mr. SM Hillman.
Well, we only have 2 minutes, so...
Yeah.
Not much more that can happen.
Well, I was surviving a minute ago. I was surviving 5 minutes ago. I'm not if I get him on the ship. All right, then, yeah, bring them in then. Let's do this. Let's end this.
All right.
Gunny was going down to be really happy to just blow everything to hell, but no. Like Innocence had to go and ruin it all.
Space Cat made it. That's all.
Damn Flurkins.
Right, Space Cat. So, you guys pull away from the station. The fire eventually burns itself out. It's left as a dead station. There's quarantines put up around it. Nobody's ever going back. But who knows what happens to Gunny once he's put in cryogenic? I mean, is human medicine able to save him? Do the corporations dissect him and use him as a part of their weapons program? These are the unknown questions that the ending of our game leaves us.
Was he ever going to get promoted? Was he ever going to pay that bar tab? But
yes, and
no.
Never.
I can answer those mysteries for you right now. No.
Oh, right. Everybody, that was a fantastic game. Thank you so much for playing with us. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This was Hit the Dice on the Go Indie Now Network, where we played Mothership, the sci-fi horror RPG. Everybody tell them where they can find you on the interwebs. Jim, go with you. Gunny.
I'm in a cryo chamber and out of scotch and coffee.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I was trying to be nice about that, but no, y'all had to save me and shit. You can find me at jamespnettles.com. That'll drive you to authoressentialsworkshops.com. That'll take you to the podcast Creating Pros. And of course, you can come join us over on Continual and our network of zoos and all that kind of fun stuff as well. And if you follow me there, or if you follow me at jamespnettles.com, you can find out about the fun project about to launch.
Awesome. Jessica?
You can find me at jessicanettlesauthor.com. You can find me on Instagram, Steampunk English. You can find me on Facebook. You can also see me on Continual occasionally, causing much trouble. And you can see me here occasionally.
Thank you so much. Karina?
My name is Karina Gantus. All my books are labeled Karina Gantus. You can find me on Amazon and all over the web. And if you are an author and looking for services such as trailers, VA work, marketing and promotion, then contact me, Author Assist, and let's have a chat.
Thank you so much. SG, take us out.
Yeah, you can find me at my website, which is right here, sgtosh.com. I'm on Amazon in Kindle Unlimited. I've got 2 series out right now. And I did not save Gunny out of love or altruism. It was simply because I hate paperwork.
There you go, folks. That's the future, right?
And before one thing I meant to add, I will be at Atomicon in Charleston this weekend. And we are doing some live action stuff down there at the convention as well.
Cool. Don't get too close to Jim, though, because you might be infested. All right, everybody.
Likely.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. This is Hit the Dice. And remember, it is always time to go indie.